This is for entertainment purposes only. This short story is only for people over the age of 18.
I love obeying you.
Daisy cried out, mostly naked and kneeling on my bed.
Yeah, every command you give makes me want to obey you more.
Hannah excitedly said as she showed me she wasn't wearing panties as she sexily climbed onto my bed. This isn't how my month started out. I don't know if Daisy and Hannah are related or not, and I don't care. I just know these two are sexy, young, blonde hair, blue-eyed, and now my slaves. These two lived in the apartment next to mine and were always having different guys come over. For some reason that always pissed me off.
We can't help it if you can't find someone in your league.
Daisy said one day in the hallway.
Yeah, you should look at the thrift stores for someone, but your quality may vary.
Hannah mocked me. This is how I knew I didn't have a chance with either one of them due to my looks and body, and their attitudes. I did use my brain. I made a subliminal, EM signal, feedback, positive reinforcement signal. This was something I'd been toying with at work to make my supervisor ignore what I was doing. For Daisy and Hannah, I made it so if they did one little thing for me, it would make them feel really good.
Daisy,
I said one day at the mailboxes.
could you get that letter I just dropped?
Ah, it's a letter from your mommy.
Daisy said and stood back up. She stood and looked at me with wide eyes.
Are you okay?
I asked.
I just stood up too fast. Here you go.
Daisy said, handing me my letter and walking off unsteady. Later that night, I knocked on their door and was happy to see Hannah answering the door.
Yeah, what do you want?
Hannah asked with a cocked and sexy hip.
Could I borrow matches or a lighter?
I asked.
Going to set yourself on fire, sure.
Hannah said and ducked into her place for a second.
I've got a box of matches with one left in it.
Hannah said, handing it over.
Here you.
Oh. Are you okay?
I asked, hiding my knowing smile.
Sure, anytime.
Hannah said, closing the door with wide and confused eyes. Every day it was simple things that they couldn't get out of their minds.
I checked the weather for you, and it's supposed to rain this evening.
Daisy reported.
I just looked it up and chickpeas and garbanzo beans are the same thing.
Hannah said, looking up at me from her phone with a huge smile. It became more involved.
Sure, you can have all of our popcorn.
Daisy said with a wide grin.
We'd be more than happy to let you use our Wi-Fi. Let me find the password.
Hannah stated as I watched her squeeze her thighs together. In a week, it was like we'd been friends for years.
You wanted to see me in a string bikini. Well, here you go.
Daisy said, showing off her nearly naked body.
String bikinis are so last decade.
Hannah said, showing off her body.
Now asking to see me in a micro bikini is so much more modern.
Seeing these women strutting around nearly naked was the next part that let me know they'd do anything I wanted.
So,
Daisy asked, making sure her bottoms didn't shift.
is there anything else I can do for you? Anything?
Yeah.
Hannah agreed, not covering up what had shifted in her twirl.
What else do you want me to do?
How do you two feel about cooking and cleaning for me?
I asked. They felt very motivated. The next day I had them cleaning my apartment in French-maid outfits, cooking food for me only wearing aprons, and teasing me with short skirts and no panties.
I don't think there's anything left to do to your apartment.
Daisy said, looking at me with hopeful eyes.
Yeah, now it's time to see what we can do to help you find a lover.
Hannah said with a distant look in her eyes.
I was thinking about what I wanted.
I said, as if thinking.
I did want you to want me sexually.
If there was resistance, I didn't see it. I did see their eyes go wide, their pupils dilating, and their breathing become hot and heavy. I had them go get cleaned up and get something sexy on. They ran, literally, back to their place. In minutes they were back and had dramatically changed. They looked like schoolgirls from anime. The black shoes and thigh-high stockings, a short skirt that teased the question of if there was anything underneath, a white blouse, tied up in front with no bra to show off their cleavage, and both women had put their hair in 2 ponytails.
What do you want us to do?
Daisy asked, sounding hopeful.
Yeah, I really want to do what you want.
Hannah said in an almost controlled voice.
I want you two to obey me completely.
I said and watched as their bodies flushed red with an internal heat.
I want to obey.
Daisy said, her hips rocking.
Yeah, I want to obey.
Hannah said as her middle started twitching and rolling.
I want you to get in the bedroom so I can peel you out of some of those clothes.
I commanded. The women squeaked with delight, running to the bedroom. Clothes went flying. Screams and cries of pleasure probably disturbed our neighbors. Lots of demands for me to tell them what to do were punctuated with grunts and gasps for breath. They did everything I wanted and begged for more. Surprisingly, neither had ever had sex with another woman, but I wanted them to want me and each other, and they wanted what I wanted, so they wanted me and each other. It was the first time in years since I'd been with a woman, and now there were 2 on my bed, and we were having a passionate lesbian orgy. They loved it, loved me, and wanted to be my sex slaves for life, because I told them to, and they really wanted to do what I told them.
The end. This was a work of fiction. Any similarity between people, living or dead, is purely coincidence. This scenario did not, or should not, have happened in real life. Thank you for listening.